Episodes are telling singular stories that stand on their own, that are also building up mysteries for the future of Destiny.
For the episodes, we introduced this single object of immense power. An echo is a direct result of the battle with the Witness.
All of the darkness that was holding it together exploded out, colliding with the matter-making properties of light, manifesting all of these different memories inside of the Witness.
This collision of darkness and light created this explosion, and so these echoes spread across the galaxy.
The first echo that we encounter landed on Nessus. What they find there is that this echo has transformed the planet, awoken it into something it's really not supposed to be.
So we go down to Nessus, and we immediately realize that the Vex are acting a little strange. So we work with Failsafe and the first activity, Breach Executable. And this is a 3-player activity, arena-style kind of offensive that we haven't really done before.
Baby.
Got these big cool like geysers of radiolaria that explode out of the ground, and you need to cap them off while you're keeping the enemies at bay.
Things that have only existed in the Vex net are now coming out into the real world. You're gonna see that like Nessus is different now.
As we get deeper and deeper towards the core, it really starts to become very apparent.
So you're gonna go down into these landmarks and you're gonna unearth the ancient secrets of a lost civilization.
We have a mysterious new enemy, and they are able to do things that we have not encountered in an enemy before. We're seeing new behavior from the Vex.
Oh my God,
Who
this
is behind
trailer.
this, but also, what are they doing and to what end?
Holy shit.
Revenant is gonna be very Fallen themed.
The Fallen don't have a home planet anymore. Reese has been gone for a long time, and they've been looking for a new home across the galaxy.
Revenant has more dark fantasy themes. It's about slaying vampires with a touch of Splicer mixed in.
The player gets to be a Slayer Baron. We'll learn that in Elixni culture, this was a role that was reserved for the most renowned monster hunters.
For that one, we took a really hard lean into the vampire hunter fantasy.
We're introducing the system called potion crafting. Combat potions boost your artifact directly, then your loot potions, those are going to allow you to have agency over the rewards that you're chasing. What we'd like to do in year 10 is give players more agency in their pursuits. You'll see more experiences where you can kind of decide what you want to do in this next step.
Fikrul is back, and he's got the Echo. And this is what Fikrul's using to build his new army of darkness. And he's moved into an awoken watchtower, Fikrul's Vampire Keep. We took a lot of inspiration from horror for that one.
Heresy is about the Hive Pantheon
This is the big
dealing
one. This is
with
the big
some
one.
new interesting revelations that happen. We want to take the Hive Pantheon and shake up the snow globe. It means that we want to take the existing relationships that we see inside of it and put them through such a stress test that they come out changed.
In Heresy, there's this new eldritch force that's bubbling up to the surface that is opening new doors, creating powerful mysteries, and ultimately they'd lead us back to the Dreadnought.
We're going back to the Dreadnought. It's awesome.
What?
Some fans might think we've forgotten about the Dreadnought completely, but we're gonna give it a whole new purpose.
What is happening right now? They just keep
This to
cooking.
be an eldritch, inscrutable fortress of secrets.
The peeling that you'll see on the Dreadnought, the weapons themselves are peeling back to reveal a new, spooky, bony front. Since this release deals with kind of two big themes, we have two armor sets.
So good.
We've had some armor sets that are kind of in the Eris theme in the past, but this is like straight up, I'm Eris's squad. And then the Hive Ship Navigator armor set explores like, what if we were driving the ship? What if we were the navigators?
If you really liked Shattered Realm, if you really liked the Coil, you're going to love this new Dreadnought activity. With every episode, there are a ton of interesting twists and turns that I don't think anybody's really going to suspect. We haven't seen anything like this in Destiny before, and I'm excited to get after it.
Frontiers. Dude. You cannot, Bungie, you gotta say more. We need more information than just that. What? I need more info. Guys, holy hell. Talk about edging the piss out of us right now. We are about to be blue-balled for the next year. This lineup does not look like things for Destiny is slowing down. Look, I'm gonna bite right now because Final Shape has really popped off for us. I'm gonna bite. I'm gonna take Bungie's word and experience these episodes. Originally, when I first saw that Bungie was going from seasons to episodes, I assumed the worst. I assumed that this was gonna be a pullback from Bungie and that we were essentially just gonna be getting longer seasons with about the same content, maybe less. This doesn't look like less. We're getting entire changes to planets. I mean, this first area, I was like, okay, we're going to get some Vex portals. You can literally put Vex portals on anything. But then when we get down into, you know, this right here, and then further, right? This pretty much from here on out, like, this is crazy. And by the way, if you've been on Nessus, you've probably felt the earthquakes or like there's been earthquakes happening there. And you saw the cutscene where like the wisps are traveling out, those echoes, those remnants, if you will. And that's also plays into the names here. But that's incredible. This scene right here, let me just replay this.
You're going to unearth the ancient secrets of a lost civilization.
We have a mysterious...
God, look, there's so much. I mean, I would say out of all the alien or enemy factions that we have gone up against, the Vex are the most... I don't know what the fuck they're even... I don't know anything about the Vex. That looks like straight up Atheon. This looks like a raid encounter. I mean, I think this next scene really, like, look at this part right here. Look what she says.
We have a mysterious new enemy, and they are able to do things that we have not encountered in an enemy before. We're seeing new behavior.
Okay, all right. Is this a creation of an exo? No, that's not the creation of an exo. What the fuck is going on? That's a creation of an exo, right?
Encountered in an enemy before. We're seeing...
Dude, there's a fucking hand. Whose hand is this? God. It's got 4 fingers and a thumb. Everyone here saying it's Maya. Wait. Holy shit. I got it. Oh my God. It's Lakshmi. Dude, she's dead. I know she is. But here's the fucking crazy thing. Maya is Lakshmi. Or in this case, Lakshmi is Maya. We can assume by the hand shape. Where's your hands, Lakshmi? Where's your fucking hands? Oh my God. Look at those hands. We can assume by the shape of her arm and her hands, this is in fact the original Lakshmi, which is Maya. Remember this moment. Can remember this moment. All right, so that's Echoes, right? Now we're moving into Revenant. Dude, what in the creepy shit is this? Look at this. There's a Fallen over here. Palming, I don't know, whoever this poor soul is. This looks like the Reef, so this looks like an Awoken. Just straight up skull palming this Awoken.
Fallen don't have a home planet anymore. Reese has been gone for a long time, and they've been looking for a new home across the galaxy.
Revenant.
See, this is exactly why the Traveler left these guys. You know what I mean? The Traveler probably got uncomfortable. Can you imagine this whole species is just sitting there worshiping you all day long? And he was probably just like, dude, I just wanted to give you some iPhones and shit. And y'all just sit here and worship me all day long. Go do something. And they wouldn't. And so he left. And see, that's why he settled on humanity. Humanity is just like immortality. Oh, say no more. Let me go do some shit with this now.
It's about slaying vampires with a touch of Splicer mixed in.
All right, so we're about to go against Fallen with Vampire. What?
The player gets to be a Slayer Baron.
Okay. Oh, this is so fucking dope, though, man. Look at that shit.
We'll learn that in Elixni culture, this was a role that was reserved for the most renowned monster hunters.
Oh, man. I'm gonna... Especially if it's, like, true monsters. Like, what if Bungie took, like, a monster hunter approach and we have to, like, chase this these monsters down and literally chip away at them and kill them piece by piece over an extended, like, damage phase throughout a large map, dude. I would be so, like, imagine instead of us just having our one single fight with Zol, where all he knows how to do is lay on the ground and blast lasers. Imagine if, like, we had to go chase that fucker down. First, we initially fight, then we wound him, And then we chase him down in the sewers and literally just hack pieces of him off the whole way. And then that would also be a perfect opportunity for Bungie to do the Monster Hunter collab.
For that one, we took a really hard lean into the Vampire Hunter fantasy.
Oh my God. Look at that, dude. It's literally going to be us driving a stake into the enemy's heart. Look at that weapon. Look, all that I request on this, Bungie, go creepy with this. Like, make it scary. I know that you're like, but the kids, we got to make the kids. Make this shit scary.
We're introducing a system called potion crafting. Combat potions boost your artifact directly, then your loot potions, those are going to allow you to have agency over the rewards that you're chasing.
Dude, we got some we've got what room of requirements in this bitch now. Look at this. Look at this spot. We got our own potion table. Revenant looks good, man.
In Heresy, there's this new eldritch force that's bubbling up to the surface that is opening new doors, creating powerful mysteries, and ultimately they'd lead us back to the Dreadnought.
That's crazy.
We're going back to the Dreadnought. It's awesome. And then the Hive Ship Navigator armor set explores like, what if we were driving the ship? What if we were the navigators?
So we're essentially going to be taking Oryx's role. We're going to be taking Oryx's role. We're going to become the navigator in some sort of way. Do we get our own throne world then?
With every episode, there are a ton of interesting twists and turns that I don't think anybody's really going to suspect. We haven't seen anything like this in Destiny before, and I'm excited to get after it.
All right. This is probably the biggest thing, and it's so small. But that right there. So we didn't know what was going to follow D2 and the final shape. And Bungie has laid out things to us. You know, some people might be like, well, Cross, they're not going to tell you what's going to be out a year from now. No, they've laid out things. They've laid out things and been like, hey, here's the next 3-4 years. You know, we saw years ago when they laid out Witch Queen, Lightfall, Final Shape, right? This is just confirming to us that I wouldn't say confirming completely, but I think the probability just went up a little bit higher that we may get some sort of annual expansion next year. Now, for my people asking, what about D3? Look, man, I've got some god rolls over here. Okay, the only way I would be okay with us going to D3 at this point, Bungie, you better let me take my loot with me. Okay, listen. Would I take a D3? Sure. You know, I know there are some people that want a hard reset, and I also know like there's an appeal to a hard reset, and if there's some sort of technical jump from a D2 to a D3, then I can also get it. You know, but in my opinion, for my folks asking for a hard reset for D3, my only assumption is that the reason why you are requesting this is because you don't have the juice.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.